The ball is teed up. Kicking
This dude,
team
boy,
looks ready. And we're off
took the
and running
Raiders.
in Las
Like, what
Vegas.
weirdo. We picked Green Bay in the Raiders stadium. I
And he
wish you
opts
couldn't
not
do
to bring
that,
this
man.
one out, so they're
Like,
going to
that's so
enjoy some
stupid.
good starting field position
That's
from the
so
30.
stupid, man. But we gonna talk Eagles, of course, man. The Eagles get the win. You already know, man, how
So
I
their
feel about
offense
like
out now to get
wins.
this
Like I
game
don't
started.
care
It's
like how
first and
many
10.
points you win by. Like a win is a win is a win. That's how I feel.
Straight to the air they go.
Okay.
And his game will begin
He's
with
a
an
blitz,
incomplete
man
pass.
blitz.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know,
A win
once
is
he
a win.
senses the
Jalen
pressure,
Hurts
he's
had his
getting rid of
best
that ball.
game of the year.
It takes a player who can close
I
quickly to
believe
get
he
to it
had his
before
best
it's
game of the
released
year.
and alter that throw.
Trying to get.
Motion man left is Brown. Second down. Hurts throwing again. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll
Jalen
be
Hurts. Let's
taken
look at
down
his.
after
Let's
advancing this
look
to
at
the 37.
his
It's not
stats.
just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone.
And
Same thing
before
for a
I
receiver,
get to the stats,
especially
man,
on a
because
drag
people,
route.
I know
When he
people want
sees
to
zone
say,
coverage like that, just
well,
settle down,
like
find the soft spot.
they didn't play
Give your
nobody. The
quarterback a
Eagles
chance.
didn't play. They played the
All
Browns.
plays on the
And
table
that's
here
just
for
people
3rd
not
and 3.
doing they due diligence and research, man, like on the actual teams. You know what I mean?
Motion man left is Brown. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker.
Cleveland
Goes out
Browns
close to that 45-yard line.
are 12th in the
That one
league
gains
in
7.
defense,
And that's a
almost a
Philadelphia
top 10
first
defense.
down.
You know, they call that the money
Just
down
because
for a
your
reason,
record is
because you're
bad,
just
that don't
simply
mean you're not a
gonna
good
last long in the
defensive team
NFL
or a good
if
offensive
you don't
team.
convert a good portion of your
Just
third
because
downs.
they
It's
have a
money
bad
down.
record.
And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Like I hate when people
And
do that. They
love
look
to
at
see him
somebody
fighting forward, but he
that's
only
not
gets him
playing
3.
as well, and then they automatically assume
Gotta be
because
rush
you
hour,
struggle
Kate,
against
there's
that
a
team
whole lot of traffic up the middle right
that they're
there.
a
He
bad
ran
team
right into some
completely.
gridlock, and he
Like
could only manage
total
a few
defense,
yards
the
at
Browns
most.
are number 12 in the league. Keep running this play.
Hurts now from the gun. This finds Smith. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive
They're not a bad.
44-yard line now.
The Browns
first and
are
10.
not a bad defense. They got Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward on the team. Like how can they be a bad defense? That don't make sense.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown.
They number 12 in
He's
total
brought down at
defense.
about that 27-yard line.
In passing
That
defense,
one goes for
the
17
Browns
yards and moves the chains.
are
You know what I like
where
about
we
that,
at? The
Kate?
Browns
I
are
like that
number
they're not
7
coming out slow. They're willing
against
to
the
go with some
pass.
looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Think about that. They number 7 against the
Now their
pass,
opening
man. For the
drive
people
certainly
that
going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. First and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got it
you
near
can
the
do that
10.
man blitz all you want.
And he scores. It's a Philadelphia
You
touchdown.
keep doing that play. That don't bother me, man.
The Eagles
That
finish
does not
off
bother
an
me.
excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley,
Especially
the
when you call it
touchdown.
play after play. I'm gonna find
That
something.
one right down the middle.
They're number
And they add
7
one on to their
against the
first
pass, giving
touchdown
up
of the
only
contest.
184 passing yards, and they only gave up 4 passing touchdowns, bro. Like,
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
and they gave up majority of that last week against the Commanders when Jaden Daniels went
And he
off.
opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good
And
starting
then
field
for
position
rushing
from
defense,
the 30.
the Browns are 24th in the league. They're not good at stopping the run. So what did they do? They keyed in on stopping Saquon, which is the reason why Saquon had a bad game. And the
defense
Eagles,
calls a
because the
timeout, so
Eagles
that's their
are a
first.
versatile team, they can run
And
the ball
after
and
using an
pass the
early
ball.
one, 2
And also
left for him to spend.
they have a great blocking, pass blocking and run blocking team. They can switch up when they need to. If a team go all out against the run, then they can pass the ball. If a team go all
First
out
and
against the
10 now
pass,
from
then
the
they can run
30.
the ball.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive.
Uh,
The ball's out. The ball's
Yes,
out.
sir.
He lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It's a 13-yard
so that's
play,
for the
and
people
enough
that's
for the
going to
first.
say that the Eagles
Waiting
is
their turn on that
they beat the
sideline.
Cleveland
You'd have thought
Cleveland
they'd be
Browns.
focused in
I don't
and
look at
ready
it
for
like
this,
that, man.
Brock,
I
but
look at that's
instead,
an
their
NFL
very
team,
first snap nearly ends
a
with
good
them giving it
defensive
away.
team.
Well, thankfully,
And
somebody
Jalen
was
Hurts had
focused and
his
quit
best
thinking
his
to get
best
back
game of
on
the
that
year
ball. Now you got to
against
settle
that
down.
team.
You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
On first down, here comes Brooke. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield.
Well, he must
And a
have his
fumble
carrying
recovery
on
is
aggressive
made.
or something.
Good run, gets him 7.
can't
That
get
brings
the
up
fumble,
2nd and
though.
3.
So Jalen
Ooh,
Hurts,
so close to a
16 of
big play
25,
defensively there, Brock, but now
264
these
yards
guys got to stay
passing,
out there. They were unable to
an
bring in the
average of
fumble. They
16
just
and a half
forced.
They
yards
do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of
per.
like a boxer when
Then
they
he
get a
had 2
guy cut, they
touchdowns.
know.
The
Man,
key
if I get that
stat,
first
0
cut, I can
picks.
make him bleed. And you get
The
that
key
ball out the
stat,
first
0
time,
picks.
I
Only one
guarantee you, I
sack,
promise you, those guys are
126
thinking they'll get it the
quarterback rating.
next.
On second down, Jacobs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's good for 7 yards.
All right. So he
And
just
that's
gonna
good
run the
for a
ball.
Green Bay first down.
Not a problem.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end
One
of
thing
one.
the Eagles got to get better
Neither
with,
side
though, that's
separating
going to
much so far.
hurt them
We'll
against
return to
really good
Allegiant
teams
Stadium
and
right
really
after
good
this.
quarterbacks, man. And it hurt them. It hurt them against the Buccaneers, man. It hurt them against the Buccaneers. Even though you have a game with no turnovers, man. You got to score touchdowns when you get in the red zone.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another
score
first and
touchdowns when
10
you
on
get in
this
the red zone.
drive. Going run again with Jacobs.
And that's something the Eagles
he
haven't
pushes
been doing. They was
forward, but
great
they
at
don't get
that,
much
like the
there.
year Jalen Hurts
Moving
and the
quickly,
Eagles went
trying
to
to
the
get
Super
set
Bowl.
again.
They was great at that.
From the pistol, here's Love. And he just got
Gotta
it away
score,
before
man.
they
You gotta
hit, but
score,
the pass winds up
and
incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I got to look at the all
That is a
22
DB's best friend, pressure.
of the
That
game,
pressure
but
earned that incompletion. They
a
came
lot
in
of
before
times
he
when
could
you're not
find a
scoring in the
target
red zone,
and
man,
hit
more
him
than
to
likely
alter that last second attempt to get rid of it.
the
So
play
after that
calling.
prior incompletion,
Because when you
we've
get in
got
the
third
red
down.
zone, you normally scheme your way into the end zone because there's
Play
not a lot
fake,
of.
it's Love.
Don't
He
call no
has the
pass
first
interference
over
on
the
me.
middle. And he's brought down, but there's some
Look at that.
laundry on the field.
But when you
So a
having
little too
trouble
much
in the red
contact on the
zone,
part of the defender,
it's
and
either
the officials
offensive
flag
line.
him
We know
for
that's
it.
not the case, but it's more so be scheme, man, because there's not a lot of room, and it's so congested, man. Like you got to have a great scheme to scheme something open.
They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Love.
Thank you.
Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Go, Josh Sweat. Yes, sir.
There he goes, right
Throw
side
it right to him.
At the 20.
Throw it right to him. Let's
And
go.
forget the interception. He makes this a pick six
Saquon,
touchdown.
2.6 yards a game, but they sold out against. Like a lot of times, man, I wouldn't blame Saquon. Like they was selling out against the run, man, and that's why.
Yeah, they gave it
early on,
here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie.
the Eagles tried to like just
scans a field for
go
a
deep,
lane, then the blocks
run. They
come
was throwing
just
a
in
lot
the
of
nick
streaks,
time to wipe out the would-be tacklers.
and
He's
they
got
was trying to
open
force it. I
space
think they
and
was trying to
nothing but the end
force it
zone
too
in front of
much
him.
instead of going off of his scheme. They was trying to force the streaks, man,
He
like
wasn't
that.
chancing
The
a
ball
return
downfield.
there, putting it out on the
That's why
back of the
Jalen
end
Hurts
zone
started
for a
off so
touchback.
bad. But once right before the half, man, Jalen Hurts start catching a rhythm. Like they did a little hurry up offense and stuff like that. They was able to get some traction,
First and
man,
10
like
now
moving the
from the
ball down
30.
the field.
Love back to it after the pick.
No
Taken
way
in
he's
by
hold on. If I'm
Jones.
hitting him as soon as his
And this
fingertip
one
touch the
doesn't
ball,
go far.
there's no way that that's like
Offense up to the line fast.
that's a catch.
Here's 2nd and 7.
My goodness.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the
What a
Eagles
pick.
get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
What a pick.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without
defense.
2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness.
He's going to quit. A real run game right now without Nick Chubb. They don't have Hunt on the team no more. I don't know why they don't have Hunt on the team or why they didn't keep him. I remember they had both of them. And they got it like Njoku is a good tight end. Cooper is a good receiver. Jerry Jeudy, I think, is okay. So I don't understand like then they got Elijah Moore. So I don't understand their struggles. But their offensive line is not good though. And then it gotta be the offensive line, game plan, and Watson. I gotta blame all three.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So a lot of them sacks was coverage sacks, man, and some of the sacks was like just good pass rush. But they held them to 16 points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Camera angle look weird.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
Camera like
get
that.
this one across the 45 before he's
change
brought
it?
down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. This pass hauled in by Dotson. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
What y'all think about Jalen Hurts' performance, though? What y'all think about Hurts' performance? Like, they already know how, like I said, how I feel, man. Like, a win is a win is a win. Especially how hard it is to get a win in the league, you know?
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a good push there.
But I'm also
defensively as
not.
they stop him at the 48.
The Eagles also
Gain
not
of
going
just
to the Super
one.
Bowl because they won. Like,
Here now, a 3rd
I just like
down
to
and
stay in the
8.
middle, man, when I'm judging the team, so I won't be disappointed when they lose.
Throwing his Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
I just needed 1
They will
yard.
touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on
Jalen
4th.
Hurts looked like he was
So
quick
this
with
offense
his
able to convert
reads.
on 4th, and now a fresh
Whether he
7
got the
downs
completion
here,
or not,
1st
it
and
looked like
10.
he didn't hold on to the ball as much.
Hurts. And it says incomplete.
And that's what I like to see. And like I said, the Cleveland Browns is a good defensive team, man. Like especially when you got Myles Garrett out there.
And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Up the middle with Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
4 for
And he'll go
4.
out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Don't give me that anime.
Back complete and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
What a horrible
The Eagles
animation
unable
again.
to convert there on 4th. And on the
Horrible
opening drive of
animation.
the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
That's disgusting right there.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see
I like the
what he
fact
was
that
thinking on
Saquon
that
did
carry.
get
Wanted to
18
follow that
carries.
big tackle through the hole.
Jalen Hurts
Ended
is
up only
still
getting
running
4 yards on the carry. I think he
in
had
my
designs
personal
on
opinion. I
that
feel
one
like
being
Jalen
bigger.
Hurts is still
From
running
the
the ball
38 now, here's
a little
2nd
bit
and
too
6.
much. 14 carries is crazy for your quarterback. Y'all, what y'all think about that? Y'all don't think that's too much?
Hall again. And he's
Way
gonna
to
be
come down and
stopped up
support the
quickly
run,
here.
Slay.
Just a yard up to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really
Barkley
nice
had
job
18
staying in their
carries.
proper
Hurts had
places
14 carries.
and not
Hurts
allowing
did
any
make some
lanes
key
to open up.
runs, like especially in that last drive to seal the game, man. But I don't know. Just like 14 carries for Hurts is just, I don't know. That's a lot, especially when you don't have to. I know they run a little bit of RPOs a lot, so a lot of those times it calls for Hurts to keep it. Sometimes he keeps it when I don't think he should keep it. That annoys me sometimes. Like, yo, hand the ball off to Saquon. He had a clear lane right there.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A.J. Brown, 9 targets, 6 receptions, 116 yards, and a touchdown.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And he's got the 1st down.
These are the type of players, I'm telling you, these are the type of players that I struggle against.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I formation and stuff like that. Calcaterra, the backup tight end, 4 targets, 4 catches, 67 yards. He did get a 34-yard reception on one of those catches. I wish Smitty can get more targets, only 4 targets. And Hurts didn't have a lot of pass attempts anyway. They ran the ball a lot. I'm not mad at that, man.
The
Cleveland Browns they're not a good team against the run, so of course, like, they spammed the run a little bit. But I'm not mad about that.
Rodgers gonna throw. It's Williams on the catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All in all, man,
credit there to the defense.
Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown,
drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, with Lane Johnson all on the field at the same time for the 2nd time in the season, man.
2nd down and 6 now. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Good pass.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
So now, hopefully, man, we can get still some momentum, man.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can
Get
pick
better
up a
in the
lot
red
of
zone.
yardage
That's what we
after
got to
the
do. We have
catch.
to get better
But
in
in
the
this
red zone.
situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to
Just
their
double,
30-yard
just drags.
line.
That's what he's very simple. We just got to get him. I got to get him. I'm going to catch him. I got to catch him like
this time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
I got to catch him playing underneath and stuff like that.
Now Allen. And he'll power his way forward for about
4
yards there on the
down.
first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Ball ought to give up the middle. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4
Did
now.
I get the ball? Yeah, I got the ball.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
And he get the ball at the half, man.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers.
No.
And it's going to be
No way he
was
get
able to
both of y'all
catch
on
it
the
there
zig
right
route.
sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the
Giants lost.
So an
The
opening drive
Commanders
field goal maybe
lost. The
doesn't whip this
Cowboys
crowd into a
lost.
frenzy,
We
but
won.
I think that they will take the early lead.
That's what you asked for right there, man. Everybody in the division lost. But the Commanders, like, this was a game where I was interested to see like how they would play against like a team that you know what I mean, has a chance, potential chance to make it to the Super Bowl. And they put on the road. Right? On the road. Yeah, on the road. And they played good, man.
Set to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Man, try to get to the outside.
A nice juke of the defender
Well,
before the next wave
I wouldn't
could
say
bring him
played
down.
good,
On any explosive run, you can
but they
almost
didn't
feel the
get
ground
embarrassed.
shaking, and that's
But
from the offensive line
the
and creating
Ravens
space for
was
their
up by
runners.
like 14
I had an old
points
coach tell me before, they always told his
at one
runners,
point in the game,
run around the
and
offensive line in
the
pregame. Get
Commanders
used to the
scored a late
ground shaking
touchdown.
so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And that's to the left sideline and
just don't get
incomplete.
it with this game.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the
Like,
struggles
how
through
are,
the air
like,
continue
how a
because
pass is so off
far, their
target
lack
like
of
that?
passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
No, man.
Bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
NFC teams, the Packers won, 49ers won, Chicago Bears won,
to make people miss in the open field can really generate
Tampa Bay won,
offense.
the Falcons won, Detroit just destroyed the Cowboys.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not
Straight
escape.
shots.
And that is not going to get it done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Got a straight shot, man. One of my offensive linemen on the ground, Cam Jurgens.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Brown goes in motion left. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right.
No.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
How?
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
No.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Bro, I wanted some points at least on that drive. Come on, Hurts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go.
How do you miss that throw? He's
half.
standing right there. EA gave me a red throw. Can't even blame Hurts right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on, man. Don't let him throw it away.
Release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Right. Get right.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Rodgers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. 20 down to the 10, and he takes
Let's go.
back into the end zone.
I had to hold my breath a little bit. Nakobe Dean looked like he was going to run out of gas right there. Let's go.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief.
You got to get one thing I could say
That's
about
gonna be
like
one of the great
runners and
mysteries,
people
but I
that
do
run
know
like I
this.
form
When
and
they
like
went out on offense,
they don't
I
make
will
too many
guarantee
mistakes, man.
they
Like
told them, "Don't just
they
make
don't. It's like, man,
anticipatory
they
throws. Make sure you
anytime there's
see it
somebody open, they
before you
find a
throw
guy
it."
that's
Didn't
open. They
happen
always
here.
have a
Trying to
dot
protect
on
that lead,
3rd
and now
down.
they gave it up.
So like when you playing against people like this that just slow the game down, which is cool.
And
Like it's
that'll
a part
carry
of
over
football.
the back line of the end zone for
Like
a touchback.
when you get a pick or when you got a chance to get a pick, you gotta force them into a mistake, man. Like
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line
he gets
of
the ball
scrimmage.
back, so he don't want to make no
Officially, it's a
stupid
1-yard
mistakes.
loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It seems
So
like,
we
man,
hit
the
intermission.
ranked is
It's
like
halftime.
working a little
This
bit
is the
better. It seems
NFL,
like.
and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside
Hit
Charles
that like
Davis.
button
I'm
for me
Brandon
too,
Gunn,
man.
set and
When
ready
y'all
to
watching
rock
this video,
for the
hit that
third
like button
quarter.
for me.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we
Subscribe to
get
the
back
channel if you're new to
underway
the
in this
channel.
second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points too.
On first down,
Bro, like I'm shifting my line all the way to the, like I'm shifting my line to that side. Like how is he still collapsing my whole line, defensive line? Come on, EA.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far.
Like,
but
the
you
game
get
gotta make
feeling
a little
that he
bit of
might be
sense,
on the
man.
verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Allen. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They stay on the ground with Allen. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals,
wanna run the
doesn't it?
ball.
Want to impose
I
their
just gotta
will
get
on
him in
the
a
defense.
passing
What's that,
situation
5
again.
straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
See how my players are standing still? I'm gonna show you. After this wide run defense is so bad.
And he is out of bounds, but not before.
I shouldn't have called a timeout. I should have paused it. But let me show you. The linebackers don't flow to the ball. They stand still until the running back. Now watch number 53. He stands still until the running back has the ball already. Look, see my players on the right? They standing still until they're getting blocked. They standing still to get blocked. That's why run defense is so bad. The linebackers stand still.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn
Instead
one
of
here
flowing
in
to
this
the
third
right,
quarter.
they stand still to get blocked, man. Like, how do you have a game like that where when the ball's hiked 3-4 seconds after the ball's hiked, the defenders are standing still like that? Like, what is that?
Now a carry for
Look,
Allen.
look at how they don't attack,
Just
man.
good downhill running
The
yards.
linebacker's in the
Take
hole
this
and
to
he
the
stops and
15-yard
stands
line.
still.
11 more on that one and another
This
first
game is
down.
The
like,
more football I watch, the more I want to check and
look at
see if
Nakobe
teams are
Dean
going to panic
stops.
when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team
Instead
has
of
shown
keep
no
running,
signs
he
of doing that.
stops.
A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And a nice job to break
He
through with one
stops,
tackle,
man.
but it
Instead of going to
slows
get the tackle, he
momentum
just
somewhat, and
stops.
he's taken down right after. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
But if you're going to have a relay race,
Yes,
you're probably
running
going
the
to pick
ball.
your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They'll run with Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Can't do nothing. I mean, besides run commit,
Taking it in from 11
you
yards
can't really do
out.
nothing to
And
stop the run when
Jets
you got
have
somebody
taken
with
the
some good run
lead as they
plays,
go right down the
because
field
the
and
AI
score on the
doesn't
opening drive of the
move.
second half.
They don't like come down to stop the run. You got to use a, see how they're backpedaling? They don't react to the run. They're still in their backpedaling until the running back gets the ball. And by then, look at the linemen. The linemen are like 5 yards down the field. Number 89 to the
Now
right.
Greg Zuerlein on for the
Like
extra point.
they gotta do better, man, and make these players like
And it's through, and that
recognize
makes
the
lead
run
10-7.
earlier. You can't have my players still backpedaling when the running back has the ball.
Morstead out now.
The only
touchdown
defense
to
to that
kick.
is you got to run commit, but nobody's gonna run commit. Nobody's trying to run commit passes.
And no thought
So you
of
can
bringing
give up
this
one play
out. He'll
touchdown.
go down
Nobody's trying to
a
do
knee,
that.
And they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side.
Bro, A.J. Brown, why can't I catch the ball and turn upfield?
There on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Way to run through him.
Get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley in.
Like, the reason why I like running is
Three-quarters
playing
of the
people that
books.
run the ball is so
We'll
frustrating
return with more
because they
after this
slow down the
break.
game.
You're watching the
But,
NFL
like, I
on
don't.
EA Sports.
Like, I used to look
Back
down
now
on
here
it.
at
Like, you know what I mean? I don't
MetLife
look down
Stadium.
on it no more because
It's been a very hotly contested
it
game
seemed
to
like
this
it's
point. Just a
easy,
field
man,
goal separating
to
these two
run.
teams
But, like,
as we get set for the fourth
if I was
quarter.
trying to run his offense, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know how to run, like
38
every
yard
play
line,
like that. You
second
know what I mean?
and
I'd
9.
more so mixed run the run and
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left.
no.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers. And
That's
they
just
weren't
not
letting
right,
up
man.
as that play went on.
That's just not right.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Goal line, huh?
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw.
See what I'm saying?
That's going to wind up
Just the random inaccurate passes that the game just gives you when you did nothing wrong.
Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
You got to get a stop. He's going to chew this clock.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
See if we can get a stop.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time.
Look at how they look at my purple over
and
there.
A chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Hall to start the drive.
See how they move my players around. Why is my purple on it? I'm over here. There's no reason for that.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rodgers now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. As
it's so simple, man. But I'm telling you, I more the time when I lose to players, it's players just like this.
NFL route tree. One thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Allen. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Come on. Thank you.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He got 3 timeouts, so I got to get a first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Third and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got it at the 15.
Sir.
And all the way down
That's a
to
dot.
the 7-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about, Hurts.
The Jets are going to use
Now,
the
that was a
first
dot
of their
right there,
timeouts
Hurts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was a dot right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Barkley.
Good block, AJ.
Touchdown.
Way to turn him on that block.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late
Great
stages
block,
of the
AJ.
fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
All right, now we just got to get another stop.
And
He
this
had to
one
pass
fielded
now,
in the
though.
end zone.
That's
It
gonna be
won't
a difference. He got to
returned, so it'll
pass
come
now.
out to the 30.
So let me get into
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he gets
That's
this to
fine,
the
we're good.
35.
Hurry
Good
up.
for a gain of 5.
Here's 2nd down.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That's caught by Wilson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores.
Let's go down.
Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm a man up. I'm a man up.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Good defense.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That's all he can do is drive. This is the problem, man, with people that play like this. They don't like challenge themselves to get better. They
we
just
know this is definitely 4-down territory.
they do the
Time
most
not on
simplest
their
thing, and
side.
it'll work.
I don't
It'll
think they
work a
wanna
lot
try
of
and get
times.
the first down in 2 installments.
But like
I think they got to go and get it right here.
when they need
right
something,
now.
they don't know how to
This
go get it
definitely 4-down territory at this point.
because
but
they
a
never like
critical 3rd down
challenge
here.
themselves. Like it's just the weirdest thing. Like when I'm playing, like, or anything, like, I want to try to get better. Like, I'm not gonna keep doing the same thing. If you win against some people, but some people stop it. Like, I want to win all the time.
And again, it's Rodgers.
See, he don't know how to throw down the
Here
field,
as he's
or
taken
like the
down.
concept of like throwing down the
The
field.
defense
Because all he
rising
do
to
is
the
drags and
challenge
run the ball.
setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by
Look,
the defense. So he kept going backwards,
moving to the left for
hoping
no
to find
reason.
another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
I'm a man up Brees Hall again.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
See, look, horrible pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
Horrible
And the
pass.
return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
That's a
For this
GG's right there.
defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the
Four-
lead, and sometimes you fall
four
back and you
people
lose
right
your
there.
aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football.
He
And look
just
how
was gonna
that one
force it to
turned
Garrett
out. They
Wilson.
may have salted this one
He
away.
ain't care.
The D can only stop it one more.
There we
What
go.
a change in this ball game in the 4th
Came out with
quarter,
the win,
Charles.
man.
They
I knew I just needed a
completely
couple
took
stops,
over,
man.
And not only did they get the lead, they end up
I
winning
knew I just
somewhat
needed a couple
comfortably.
stops. But
And when we spent time
oh
talking
yeah,
with
man.
them
Tell me
before
what
the
y'all
game,
think about
they
the
made sure
Eagles
that we
game,
knew
man.
that they thought that they were the better team in this one.
Y'all
and
think
they
the
never
Eagles
lost
played
that
good,
thought
or y'all think the
lost that
Cleveland
focus,
Browns
and
is
they
just
played
that
like it
bad
in
of a
the fourth
team?
quarter. That's how you author a late
Do this
comeback
one mean
and get a
anything
win.
to you as far as the grand scheme of things, like A.J. Brown being back, Devontae Smith being back, Jalen Hurts having his best game of the year? Like, what y'all think about that, man? And we won at home, and every division opponent lost. So y'all can see, man, the rank system is back working again. Finally. Like, so now I'm gold 3. I'm gold 3 finally, man. But a lot of those wins that I got didn't count. So like EA didn't count a lot of my wins. But it's all good. It ain't that serious anyway. It's just, of course, you still want to get your wins when you playing the game. Like, and let me show y'all what the record looking like right now. 24-2. 24-2. But that's it for this video, man. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Sub to the channel if y'all new, man. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video.